tell me about eyes open.
Well, it is just being, in essence, it's being in the same place as your body, realizing when you're stuck in those loops that aren't helpful. So mental, emotional loops. And having a very effective tool to get out. So really just meeting the need of the moment rather than bring this filter of all the internal dialogue.
An ascension is built around attitudes, right? Which for most people we might consider mantras.
Yep.
So you could say the mantra was, I am the man. Not that it is, but I'm trying not, because you're not supposed to share the Shire ascension
That's right.
attitudes, which I have 100% honored. I can swear on my kid's life that I've never taught anything like that because I respect that. So let's just say it is I am the man, which would be a terrible mantra, really, I believe. Yeah. But say if I was sat here now and I was like, right, I need to eyes open, get present, I would literally just say that in my head, wouldn't I?
Yep.
In a way, and it would tune me in to now.
To now, yeah.
Yeah. Some people say, how can I meditate with my eyes open?
Oh, it's
exactly the same.
Yeah.
As eyes shut, really, isn't it?
Yeah. And you know, a flow state, you're immersing yourself in the moment. So you're not separating yourself out. You're just detaching from you're actually removing yourself from the part of you that means that you're lost to the moment, which is your mind, which is thinking about it rather than tasting it, feeling it.
I also like the word, I've shared it, thinking.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Think like that of Sadhguru, the style of his meditation. It might have been Ram Dass, where it's just like, I pay attention. I'm like, thinking. Like, and it seems like a pattern interrupt.
Yeah.
Oh, thinking.
Yeah.
If it's something I don't want to be thinking about.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm listening to you and I'm thinking, wow, something nice, God, you know, that chicken and bacon pasta seems to be sitting on my stomach. Yeah. You know, I'm like, thinking. Back here. Yeah. So people can use eyes open and eyes closed.
I think you have to.
Really?
You don't have to do anything, but if you're interested in avoiding suffering and having a good life, I think it's about showing up for it. That's when the greatest chance of you showing up in your best way is. You can't think your way through life. Well, you can. People do, but you get lost. you
get lost.
You're eating the menu, not the meal.
So a big part of your life is ascension.
Yep.
But, you know, as a monk, there must be other parts of if you have how you look after yourself. Yeah. I'm just intrigued. What is it now? Because, you know, we haven't spoken to each other we don't speak about practices and stuff like that. No. But obviously ascension is what I would call a foundational key brick of your life. I always use that key brick analogy. My dad was building a fireplace in my old cottage. And I was like, Dad, how does that kind of...
That arch
stay there? And he was like, well, it's I think he said key brick, yeah.
Keystone.
The key brick, the keystone in the middle holds it all together, and he explained it to me, and I'm like, oh shit, I wish I was that cool.
Yeah.
Be able to do that. But I think everyone has a keystone that they've got to lean on. You know, it's an anchor.
Yeah.
Is that ascension practice for you?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
But for some people, it's the gym.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, man, when I hit the gym, everything ties together.
When I'm out running, all of that stuff.
So my question, I suppose, is if that's the ascension is the keystone, what's the outside stones? What's the next stone in line that you go, that's quite key to the way I like to live my life?
I think having things that mean I get outside. So things are adventurous things, like going running in the fells or kayaking down the river.
Because you were an outdoor Indiana Jones back in the day.
Indiana Jones with a whip.
What a fucking cool bloke Indiana Jones was, though. Harrison Ford, you see pictures of him as a young man. Yeah. Dude, Mark. Dude.
I mean, not only Han Solo, but
No, all the cool people. And handsome.
Yeah.
And trendy. And he sounds like a reasonably good bloke. Anyway, so you're getting outside, getting in water, getting in nature.
Yeah.
I am massive on that.
Yeah.
But in a different way. Gardening. Manual labour.
Yeah. Just moving.
I spent the week, the Sunday, I painted a big long wall down the side of my house. I was just painting a wall. And you know what? It's just so good for me. Just to be holding things, you know, like just building something or just doing something. That's a huge part of my own practice of, I know people probably wouldn't expect to hear that, would they? They're like, gosh, well, you should have like some, where's your ice bath? We take the mick out of that all the time. But I mean, I do practice the cold therapy work, but just being out in the garden, like planting veg, all that kind of stuff, mowing the lawn. Like, I love that shit.
Yeah.
It's good for me.
Yeah.
Get my hands dirty.
See, I don't.
What's wrong
if
with
my
you?
father-in-law didn't mow my lawn, it wouldn't get mowed.
Fucking brilliant.
I can think of any excuse not to spend time in the garden.
You don't like mowing the lawn?
No.
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
A red flag out, Mark. Who doesn't like mowing? What man over the age of 35 doesn't like mowing his lawn?
I like the result. I don't like doing it.
Well, life's about the journey, Adrian. We don't do anything to be happy.
It's true.
So, yeah, I'm a big fan of nature. And we don't get out in nature enough, do we? We're in very sterile worlds. Very, God, I need to sit myself up. Hang on. We're in very sterile, inside a lot.
Yeah. From box to car to box. Yeah.
The gym.
Yeah, true.